What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you a video about my top 5 moments of Vegeta. That's right. Before I get into it, please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of more videos like this one. I also do reviews. Trust me, I haven't forgotten. I am delayed, but life be life. But I wanted to do this video because I've been meaning to do this for a while. So we all know how Goku Day, which is Go and Ku, which is 5/9, that's May 9th, right? So a lot of people say, well, obviously Vegeta Day would be 9/5, September 5th. And I got inspiration to do this because I was listening to some music, taking care of some things. And the Dragon Ball Super song, the very first song, came on. Child Dynamic had me all up in my feels. I said, you know what? I need to do something for Dragon Ball. And yes, this is the Super Broly screen right here on Hulu. That's our boy right there. And this is probably my favorite Vegeta stage. I haven't even had a chance to put them up yet, but I love this Final Flash Vegeta, or it says Super Saiyan, but this is technically Super Vegeta, which is technically Super Saiyan grade 1 Vegeta, but we won't even get it. So this is the top 5 moments. I didn't want to do top 5 fights because for Goku I did my top 5 fights, which I might go back and revise and redo that video now that I have better sound quality and a better presence about me, right? I should redo some things, but let's get on into this. So these are moments, not just battles, but admittedly so most of these are in some battles. My number 5 moment is when Vegeta fought Super Broly. So his performance in this movie, I had to mention this, and it was between this and the speech he gave to Goku when he was dying. Unfortunately, I'm basing a lot of this on the stuff that happened in the original Japanese. I have definitely rewatched Dragon Ball Z and all that in subs, but the speech is significantly different in the original Japanese. It says nothing about Frieza made me into the way I am. That wasn't in the original dialogue. It was just Vegeta telling Goku about what happened to their people. This here, because of the original first Broly movie, extremely had Vegeta out of character, and admittedly so, it's been ammunition I've been able to use against Vegeta fans who like to come after Gohan. Yeah, you don't come after my boy. Where Broly kicks his ass, and when Piccolo's like, come on, we gotta go get him. We can't do anything. He's too powerful. And I'm like, damn, Vegeta turned into a little wimp. In this Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, by the way, this surpasses all of the other Broly movies. This is easily number 1. I think Broly movie 2 is number 2 still. But Vegeta threw off the snow coat, quickly went in there, transformed. He was ready to do the damn thing. Redemption. And that's kind of the name of the game for Vegeta, right? It's redemption. He is honestly, I don't say the best written character, one of the best written characters in anime, but his journey is he has the most character development in Dragon Ball. He has some of the best character development in anime, which if you don't know, Akira Toriyama sensei, may he rest in power, he did not like Vegeta at all. He wrote a villain so vile that he's like, I hate this dude. He was trying to get rid of him, but the fans in Japan, thankful for all of you Western Vegeta fans, they're like, no, we like this dude. So he had to give him a bit of a redemption arc. And yeah, he definitely did that. So let's go on to that leads into my number 4 moment, which some of you probably will think is number 1. My number 4 moment is the final explosion. This was in Dragon Ball Z episode 237, which, hold on, I'm going to give you the exact title for that one. Nope, wrong one. Episode 237, In English, the episode was called Final Atonement, but in Japan, the title was For Those Whom He Loves, Vegeta Perishes. It's kind of a good thing that they did not have that title in English, because it would reveal all of it. Such a great moment. You have in my top 5 Goku fights, I think my number one fight was Goku versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Majin Vegeta. And this piggybacks off of that. This is where, Goku's like, look, man, we got to work together. I get it. You want to surpass me and everything, but let's do this. And then Vegeta takes matters in his own hands and knock out Goku with a punch, which kind of made me wonder, did that actually work? But let's just say it worked, right? And he meets up with Piccolo, and the boys come there, and he tries to defeat Boo. He's doing the best he can, but it's like, oh, okay, so he can regenerate from anything. And he has that moment where he's patting Trunks on the head, and Trunks is like, hey, Dad, you're kind of embarrassing me. You're acting kind of weird. Poof. Another gut punch. And Goten's like, you don't do that to your son. Poof. Knock him out too. And Piccolo's like, hey, you know if you die, you ain't coming back. Yeah. Will I at least get a body? I don't know, dog. You did a lot of messed up stuff. So Vegeta's like, well, take him and get out of here. And he's powering up, and he says, Trunks, Bulma, I do this for you. And yes, even you, Kakarot. As he looks off and does the final explosion. That's where he made his atonement right there. That's where, he's like, Vegeta knows he's going to hell. But this is kind of where he turns around. It's a good moment, although I rank it 4. I almost got ranked 5th, because think about it. At the end of the Cell Saga, where he watched Trunks die, and that's where he apologizes to Gohan and goes, I am sorry, Gohan. I should have killed that. I should have killed Cell when he had the chance. He's like, I'm sorry. And he, shoots Cell in the back of the knee, and Gohan's like, gotcha, bitch. And that's where, they took out Cell. I kind of felt like that could have been the redemption, but this is a much bigger moment. One of the most iconic moments of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball period. So it's in my number 4 though. My number 3 is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta doing Final Flash. Technically, most of his fight against fully powered Goma in Dragon Ball Daima. That's episode 19, Betrayal. This goes in here because, well, one, Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form of that they have in the show, but I don't want to say it's not a redemption moment. It's like going, hey, you saw him go Super Saiyan 3 when he was mini. Here's his adult form. Here's him doing everything that he's just as powerful, super powerful. And it gives you, Vegeta fans, something to chew on. And that whole entire sequence, especially the Final Flash with the lighting and the effects, that was beautiful. I don't know if they won any awards, especially in Japan, for like how that show was animated. But that episode, that sequence in particular, especially leading into adult form Goku turning into Super Saiyan 4, mechanical Super Saiyan form, that was fan-flippin-tastic. Let me go over here. So, animation, all that was beautiful. Let's go into my number 2 moment, y'all. Number 2. So, I almost made, because maybe I might have to do another video next year doing my 5 favorite Vegeta moves. Because as a kid, I liked Dirty Fireworks. It's called something different in Japanese, but I like the Dirty Fireworks move. That's how he killed Kui. He's like, pow, kill you. Hey, Dodoria, you fat pink. Boop, kill you. Just like that. But this here, is that how he killed Zarbon? I really need to rewatch that Zarbon fight. But my number 2 moment is the final God explosion. When Vegeta was Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan evolved, what most of us fan called Royal Blue Vegeta, because he was jacked up like Super Vegeta, had that deep blue, much bluer. And it's when he was fighting Topo in the Tournament of Powers. Dragon Ball Super episode 126. I think, if I think about all of the Tournament of Power, because I did like what I loved Gohan's moment against Dispo. In Sparking Zero, they have an alternate route where he actually overwhelmingly beats Dispo and helps them fully win the Tournament of Power. But we're talking about Vegeta right now. This for me is a again, Vegeta, if there's one word that fits him besides pride or prideful, it's redemption. And this was a redemption for that final explosion moment in the Final Atonement episode, because he does another final explosion. Even I think it was either Goku or Piccolo who picked up on what move he was doing against Topo, because Topo had gone into his destruction god form. He's doing Hakai ball attacks that's like engulfing attacks and just deleting everything. And excuse me, Vegeta goes, all right, I'm gonna give you something that you cannot destroy. As a matter of fact, the name of this episode, I'm gonna give you English version, Surpass Even a God, Vegeta's Sacrifice Strike, which made you think, oh shit, he's doing it again. But the Japanese one is called Surpass Even a God, Vegeta's Life-Risking Blow. Again, the English title is a little bit better. It kind of makes you think, oh damn, Vegeta might actually die. This was so good. Just he had a nice little speech in there with Big Handsome McGee, Topo, talking all that trash, talking all that shit. Vegeta just didn't give up. And I Final Explosion was my favorite move. Like, I like the explosive waves, especially in the fighting games, the Budokai Tenkaichi games. So also, was it Supersonic Warriors? He has that move as well. I like that this shows the progression of Vegeta as a character and as a fighter, because he already has the emotional growth, right? He still got the pride, but for him to come back full circle and go, if we don't win, everyone I love and know is going to die, or should I say cease to exist. Let it rip, lets it all out, and doesn't die and wins. I like that. Shows that it also shows the power of further beyond Super Saiyan God, with those abilities that normally would hurt, stress, or kill the users, allows them to reach a whole new plateau. Remember when Goku was Super Saiyan Blue, he could use Kaioken much more effectively. It wasn't ripping through his body, although after he was done, he was KO'd, much like Vegeta here was after the final God explosion, which is what has been dubbed in Sparking Zero's final God explosion. So you're probably wondering yourself, man, what is the number one moment? What is his number one moment? Could it be when Vegeta first showed up on Earth with Nappa? Ooh. Could it be when he cut off Bui's head on Namek? Or could Vegeta on Namek was he was a terror. No, the hint was in the very beginning of this video. Yeah, it's Final Flash. First time he ever did Final Flash as Super Vegeta. Dragon Ball Z episode 161. Entitled in English, Vegeta Must Pay. But in Japanese it is Super Vegeta in Peril. An absolutely perfect terror closes in. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. Actually, let me go back. Let me go back here. This episode aired, because remember, Dragon Ball Z is old. It is your favorite anime or manga creators. It is their favorite anime and manga. This aired in Japan in 1992, August 21st. Actually, so we're going to be coming up an anniversary soon. In West over here on those Tsunamis, it was November 2nd, 2000. And I remember a young Shane just coming in. This is back when Toonami, because initially we would get like an hour of Ronin Warriors or Sailor Moon and Ronin Warriors. Then we get an hour of Dragon Ball Z. And then they said, you know what? Dragon Ball Z is where everybody's watching the 2-hour block, all Dragon Ball Z. And I remember, and it would be new episodes. That's what was insane. And I remember, watching, going, oh man, Krillin didn't destroy the button for love. Super Vegeta came in and did the iconic thrust kick into Big Lip Cell's stomach. That was he was just running it. Made me go, okay, finish it. And then it pissed me off when he goes, so if I let you absorb the girl, I can test my strength even more. I'm Vegeta. I'm do stupid shit. And then that happens when he absorbs. Final Flash. Because we get Kamehameha all the time. We've seen Gallic Gun. We've seen Special Beam Cannon. We've seen Masenko. We've seen Scattershot. We did see Scattershot. We saw, a bunch of, the Demon Wave that Piccolo does. We've seen a bunch of different attacks. And Vegeta's only ever done the one. And then he did Big Bang Attack. This Final Flash has to be my favorite attack. Like, just something, just the arms outstretched, just, his body tensing up, just gathering all that energy. Even when he did it for the first time in Dragon Ball Super against that robot from Universe 6. That was cool, although, the animation was completely different. Dragon Ball Z is a little bit better, but this moment was so iconic, and just the lead up into it. And when he finally lets it rip, and you see that Cell has a whole chunk of his body missing. When that guitar solo comes in to say we're going to the next, the dun. Has Vegeta defeated Cell? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. That had me and I think that was the last episode before we had to wait till the next day. Although, when they show you the previews for the next episode, it's like, oh, Cell just forget that he's part of Meki, and he can just, bring all that back. That moment lives rent free in my mind. So much so that this is technically, I think this is my second Vegeta figure. The first one I got Super Saiyan 3, because I told y'all I love Super Saiyan 3. This moment in time is my number one moment. Cannot deny it. Just iconic. Even if it didn't, Vegeta's an interesting character, because he will have some iconic moments, and even if in the long run they don't really lead up to anything, it's pure entertainment. Final Flash is one of those techniques, and it's synonymous with the character, just like the Gallic Gun, and it's more iconic than Big Bang Attack in my opinion. But it's right up there with Final Explosion. Like, for a person that's a Gohan guy, I like most of his attacks. Most of his attacks are amazing. I also like the fact that as Super Vegeta, he was the only person that could be a big buff Saiyan and actually move fast. He's actually was one of my, when Dragon Ball Fighters first came out, one of the first people I made a team with because of the Final Flash. So those are my top 5 favorite Vegeta moments. Let me know what your favorite moment Vegeta has done. If you got a favorite fight, if you got a favorite speech that he's given, whether it is, from the dub or sub, I don't care. But leave in the comments. This our boy Vegeta, he's just as loved as Goku, if we're gonna be honest. Like, come on, guys. He is the kin to Goku's Ryu. He is the Blastoise to the Charizard. So let me know what you think down there in the comment section below. Thank you for taking time to listen to this. I kind of went over. I thought I was just going to do 10 minutes, but I like talking about Dragon Ball Z. So please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell that's right there so you'll be notified of more videos. Be good, be blessed, drink some water, be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. It's too much stuff going on for you to be a jerk, all right? You can have pride, but don't be prideful. Reach out to someone. if you're feeling down and out, if you're feeling stressed. Even this dude here, he realized that he needed to reach out to somebody. He reached out, to his lovely wife. Eventually, he reaches out to his best friend Goku. Do not pigeonhole yourself. Don't think that you have to do it all by yourself. I promise you, there are people out there who would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. All right. My social media is down there below. Give me a follow, send me a hello, be mellow, and we'll be good to go. All right. All right, guys. I promise you'll have some reviews coming really soon. There's some shows out there. What's the one? Gotcha Matar? I can't even remember the name, but I'll see you next time.